A strong woman has faith that she is strong enough for the journey. But a woman of strength has the faith that it is in the journey that she will become strong. And now let's get to our conversation this week. It's so great to see you again. But while I was running around doing my errands, I was stopped at a stoplight. And I happened to see this young woman, and she was struggling. Believe it or not, she was carrying a bed, a headboard under one arm, and a footboard on the other arm. And she would stop and switch, and she put one on her shoulder. And I thought to myself, what are the chances that I would be out in the street trying to drag a bed on the street? And what are the chances, probably 0 to none, that either one of us would be out there doing that? I don't know why she was doing it, or maybe she bought it secondhand and she was dragging it home. But it just came to my mind and thinking, wow, our DNA as women, if we are alone and we have no one to help us, we always rise to the occasion, no matter what it is, or no matter whether it's going to put stress on our bodies or whatever. We always seem to rise to the occasion, don't we? I know that now that I am alone and I have to do a lot of things that my late husband Arthur did for me, I have double duty all the time. I have to keep everything going here in the household, paying the bills and doing all of the things that should be done, plus my YouTube channel, and being a mother to my daughter and being a grandmother to all of my grandchildren. And sometimes I just wonder the extent of my capacity to be able to get all of these things done. But I think, and I want you to think about it, I think it's in our DNA. We always seem to arise to the occasion, no matter what it is. Just think maybe when you were younger and you were working and holding down various things, or you had kids and you were raising your children, you were wearing 10 hats, driving everybody around, doing everything. But we always seem to do it, don't we? No matter what. We may not be dragging a headboard down the street, but we certainly have been able to take tasks in our life, and we survive. Even if it is being a mother forever. And I think that is something that we all recognize, that once you do have children, no matter how old your children are, we are mothers forever. We love them. We try to counsel them. Their pain becomes our pain. Their worries become our worries. Isn't that the honest truth? And I was thinking about my grandmother. Now, my grandmother, because I'm 85, probably lived in a different era than your grandmother did. But she had 10 children. She fed all the farm hands. She made all the clothes. She did all the laundry. She made curtains. She did all the sewing for the family. She had her garden where I used to help her pick strawberries and peas, and she fed the chickens. She did everything. She even made candy out of this great big copper kettle that I have in my house now, and I have it filled with shells. But she would make candied apples for the kids. But she did it. Women in those days had certain roles and certain jobs, and men had their jobs. Today, it's better because husbands are helping. I know my son helps with the children, and fathers, I think, are more hands-on today in the generation of my children at least, than in my generation growing up. My father really was not that involved in too much of my care and love and seeing that I was nurtured. Also, I think that for us, it was very hard to learn to say no. And I've spoken about this before. It was very hard to say no to things maybe that we really didn't want to do or that would overtax us. But as I get older, I've gotten so much better about that. It's much easier for me to say no to things that I know that I just am not capable of doing. And while I'm thinking about it, and I really have to be honest with you that even though I am a generation or 2 generations away from my grandmother, I really enjoy being a to-do woman. I really am guilty as charged, and I don't think that I can ever change, or I don't think that I will ever want to. How about you? It's become too much a part of my DNA. I hope you have a great day today and do something wonderful for yourself. And let's all be so proud of who we are and try to make someone happy today. Pray for world peace, and please know that wherever you are truly, truly loved. Take care, and I hope to see you soon.